What is up, my friends? This is Jared with the Columbia Watch Society. Just cranking a little video out about a watch I acquired about a month ago. It was released exclusively through Gnomon watches by Steinhart in late November 2017. I got it around December the 20th, 2017, simply because I didn't buy it brand new from Gnomon. I bought it secondhand-ish. I say that because a guy had acquired it through Gnomon and had it a week and decided he didn't love it, so I took over ownership at that point. And I love it up to this point. This is the Steinhart Ocean Vintage Military 39mm, obviously in a 39mm case, whereas previously the predecessors were at around 42 or at 42mm. The case dimensions on the 42mm, as I had one, I used to have the 2.0 model with the faded gray dial, which the dimensions were somewhere around 49mm lug to lug, 42mm across, and then a 22mm lug size or band size. The original band was a stainless steel bracelet that comes on the watch, and it was non-tapered, whereas this 39mm that you're looking at here on the screen has a 20mm lug width, and it comes with a stainless 20mm stainless steel bracelet that actually tapers down to 16mm at the clasp, and I'll show you that bracelet in a second. Right now I have it on a cheapest NATO straps, dark khaki, classic NATO, which I love it on. So basically the dimensions on this particular model that were released exclusively through Gnomon as a I think they're terming it a limited numbered production watch, and I don't know whether they're doing that on purpose because maybe they're going to make more later that are not numbered, but it's numbered, etched in numbered on the case back, and I'll show you that in a second as well. So for right now, you're looking at the face of it, which is 39mm across, of course. The lug to lug is 47mm, and then the like I said before, the band size, the lug width is 20mm. A couple points that I'm seeing come up in discussion. The first being the bezel action. The bezel action is tight. There's a little bit of play in between each click. I'm okay with that. It doesn't bother me, but it has bothered some people, and some say there is adjustments to be done, some say there isn't. So if that bothers you, it may be pretty inherent in this particular 39mm production model. What else? The handset. Some are speculating that the handset used here is the exact same handset used in the 42mm version, and if that's the case, I'm pretty amped about it because it fills the dial up, and that one thing that makes me so happy is making other people not so satisfied with it. But that's just kind of how the game goes. It's like looking at a piece of art and interpreting it in your own way. So you see the second hand as it ticks, it looks like it's going to scrape the chapter ring. I love that. I love how it fills up the dial and hits the markers all the way around. I like that. The deeper, darker dial, I'm sure I mentioned this a second ago, but I had the 2.0 version. And if I didn't mention, it's worth mentioning that it had the faded gray dial, which I wasn't completely in love with. I love the quality of the watch. It just didn't last for me, so I got rid of it. And when this became available, I scraped it up, partially because of the size and partially because of the deep matte black dial. I love that. It's really sharp, really clean, really rich looking. And just a note on the size, like if you were to see me in person, you would note yourself that I have a wrist that is similar to an ostrich leg. I mean, it's tiny, so a smaller watch definitely proportionally looks better, but its functionality wise works well for me because of my lifestyle and my work situation. I do a lot of manual stuff, so I end up beating the crap out of watches, which it just happens. Speaking of that, I'll move on to this, the bracelet. I put a nice little gash on the little clasp. It can probably be buffed out. It's fine. I'm not too worried about it. But here's the bracelet. It tapers, as you can see, tapers from 20 to 16. To me, this clasp seems nicer than the 22 millimeter bracelet and clasp on the 42 millimeter 2.0 version I had. It seems like it's a little thicker, but it definitely feels like it closes and opens a little smoother. Love it on bracelet. Very comfortable, easy to change the links with the screw in links. And again, like, I have to deal with that a month-old bracelet with a big scratch on it, but I'm fine with that. I'll buff it out or I won't, and I typically have gashes and scratches all over. Of course, it comes with a sapphire crystal. Moving back to the case, it's got a slight dome. The lugs don't turn down a whole lot, but in the 39 millimeter case, that doesn't really bother me. It does have the AR coating, and I'll show you the case back here where it's numbered. So my particular watch, I happen to get the number 154, which is good enough for me. I'm not gonna wig out over getting number 1 production number. But anyway, there it is. I said it would be quick. I don't know if that was very quick, but this is it. The newly released Steinhart Ocean Vintage Military 39 millimeter, exclusively through Gnomon watches, and they are at this point sold out until they decide to maybe produce some more that are not numbered, or you can grab one secondhand. Hey, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy your day.